Sitting in my blackness, number 5, my hair. Hair is what naturally grows from our heads, a way of expressing who we are. Hair is not who we are. Hair is our statement, our canvas, that thread that falls onto a piece of paper and reminds us that we're aging. Hair is my way of learning about myself. So many things to so many people. Hair is unique. Hair is unstoppable. Hair is thick. My hair is very thick. Hair is healthy, falling from my head. Brown and black and gray in some spots. Hair is something that people think about so much, but not necessarily articulate and verbalize. Hair is me. Hair is a big part of my blackness. My history with my hair is much like a lot of other black women's. When I was young, I first got my hair permed, meaning straightened with chemicals, when I was like 2 or 3 years old. Like, I remember my mom used to lay me flat on the countertop in our kitchen and have me dip my head in the kitchen sink as she washed my hair. And I remember I would sit in between her legs while she put the perm into my hair, and she would always tell me, like, don't scratch your head, it's gonna burn. And I always disobeyed, and so I would be sitting there just like going crazy because my head and my scalp would be on fire. I didn't have any other context of thinking about my hair back then. So of course I thought that was the standard. Like, this is what we do, this is how we fit in, this is how we look professional, this is how I look proper for school. I didn't learn how to do my own hair until I was about maybe 12 or 13 or so. And it was because I was a teenager and my mom didn't want to do it anymore, and I didn't want my mom to do it anymore because I didn't want ponytails and stuff. I wanted my hair straight, I wanted it in a wrap, I wanted to take care of it, and I wanted to learn that process. And so I started doing my own hair, and that desire for it to be flat turned into this series of malfunctions and misfortunes with me burning my hair to a crisp. And my hair would be straight, but it would be like so straight that it stuck out like away from my ears. I continued that until I was in like my senior year of high school and college. That's when I started to really fall in love with braid outs and twist outs. And so I would twist and braid cornrows in my hair, and that would give it like this spiral, more natural and bouncy, curly look. And I really loved doing that to my hair. And so I would toggle between these periods in college of really straight hair if I was doing something professional, and on those off seasons where I didn't have a presentation, I would wear my hair curly. I knew that that was driving some type of insecurity within myself, but I didn't really have the words to articulate it until the whole movement for natural hair arose and became really popular. And I had a lot of friends in college who went for the big chop. I had a lot of friends in college who decided to stop straightening their hair with perms and products. During that same time period, Chris Rock had put out the documentary about good hair, and I was just becoming more aware about the health, issues associated with perming my hair. The possibility of getting things like traction alopecia from wearing weave, all of that. And so I wanted to take care of my hair as well. And so in 2009, that's when I went cold turkey away from getting my hair permed. Over time, I could really start to see a difference. My hair would have so much life, so much bounce, and it was growing. Like, it got to a point where it was like middle of my back, and it was healthy, and I really appreciated that. I still noticed that when I would do the box braids and or have a twist out, there was a difference in the texture of my hair. And so all of the hair at the root of my head was really curly, and it had this really interesting spirally curl pattern. And the ends of my hair, when I would wear it natural, would be straight and wavy. So completely different textures all across my head. And in the front, which is where I flat iron it the most, my hair literally was still straight after I would wash it. And I did a lot of wash and goes. I got to a point around 2015 or so where there was just so much going on in life. This was after I'd been active in Ferguson. I was secure with my job and people knew who I was. I didn't feel like I had to prove myself worthy of acceptance into anybody's, community or organization. I felt comfortable with myself. And on the day that we had this huge gala where everyone did drastic things and wore these crazy, fancy outfits and stuff, I went to the beauty salon and I told my beautician to chop off my hair. I was so afraid that people would judge me. I was afraid that people would start to assume different things about who I am and my identity. I thought that I would freak out and cry and quit the whole thing and give up. But when I tell you that chopping off my hair, going for the big chop, was the most liberating thing that I've ever done in my life, I mean that. It was an experience of just feeling all of these insecurities, all of these worries, all of this stress that was associated with my hair just be completely removed. There's this liberating feeling of being naturally you and not conforming to how society says your difference should be assimilated. And I feel like my life changed when I cut my hair. The ways that it changed, one, I'm more recognizable because look at this. You can't look at my hair and forget it. Like, my hair is my hair, I think as well, like, I feel and I show and I exude a different confidence now with my hair than I did when it was straight and than I did when I was just, playing around with different textures and stuff. I also feel like people see that. They see that comfort with self. Cutting my hair has made me love me way more. So, if you relate to my journey with my hair, please feel free to leave your stories in the comments below. Also, feel free to share this video with some of your friends.